Thank you. Thank you, Anna, for being co-host tonight. Thank you all for joining our Zoom this evening. This is our last team Zoom for the year 2025. I don't have anything that will take much of your time tonight. Just wanted to round up everybody just to see how things are going, ending the year 2025 and see how are you all preparing for 2026. So, the last few team Zooms that we have been holding last week and maybe the week before, we've been talking a lot about um, the vision that BG Wealth has for 2026, which, if you were all at the Vegas event, um, Professor Beard had laid out his vision for 2026. So pretty much we kind of know what his plans are and what his visions are for next year. Of course, those plans, include um, looking for senior investment advisors, about 20,000 of them, looking for like a star lecturer team, and also establishing financial centers, consulting centers in the US, which he will invest 60 US million dollars for that. So before going, a little bit more with that, we've been talking about that. I just want to remind everybody, the Christmas promo is still on from Professor Beard. If you don't know what it is, you get a bonus reward, extra 8% if you sign up somebody with 1,000 up to 4,999 USDT on top of the 10%. So that totals to 18%. And also 5,000 USDT and more, you will be rewarded with an extra additional 10% to your bonus reward. So that will total a 20% of the bonus reward. I just want to thank you all for hopping on tonight. We want to thank you all, team leaders, for working so hard this year, helping your teams, helping your members, educating them. And I'm sure you're educating yourself. You're learning yourself too on this journey. We all are, believe me. I just want to give a big thanks to all of you for all the work that you have put in. And those of you who have put in a lot of work and effort, you see the results and the progress that you have made this year in 2025. So we want to salute you and thank you for all the hard work that you have done. I appreciate all of those who have reached out and have, you know, taught me a few things here and there. And I am grateful that I am able to help out anybody in the team who needs help if I have the knowledge, I will give that knowledge to you and help you with your teams. So thank you so much. I'm sure if Anna Itaha is not on here, I'm sure she would say the same thing that she is grateful. She is a great leader as well. We've got great leaders in our team. We've got great leaders who want to step up, um, want to take the reign for their teams and, just pave the way learning about crypto, exchanges, wallets, how to move crypto. That's part of the journey as being a team leader here in BG Wealth. And of course, we have the support and backup by Professor Beard and his team. We can always go straight to him and ask questions as well if you need help. So, again, thank you all. Um, and one thing that I want you to think about and just take your thoughts to is 2026. What are you going to do different than you did from 2025? What are some goals that I'm sure most of you have already thought about 2026 and what you want to do in 2026? I think everybody has been blessed with BG Wealth in 2025. I know for myself, a couple of months ago, I had no income. I don't work. I don't have a job. My husband was sick for 5 months, no income there. And of course, I take care of my father full time. BG Wealth has been a blessing in my life and was able to help my family in those tough months where my husband could not work and provide for us. So I'm sure each of you have your own stories. You have created your stories this year with your journey in BG. And what I need you to do is to have the confidence to step up in 2026, share your stories that you have written for yourselves in 2026 with others who are waiting to hear from you. Maybe it's a family, maybe it's a friend. Um, there is somebody waiting to hear your story that you can share with them. So, like I said tonight, I'm not going to take much of your time tonight, but I do just want to hear from a couple of you leaders if you can share tonight your progress, your journey, if you're not afraid to share in our team Zoom. And I know Fifita's here. She's going to be one. DSC is going to be one who can share. Suli, I'm going to have you share as well. Um, I'm trying to look and see who are all the team leaders that are here tonight because I would love for you to share your progress, your journey, even your weak moments. Don't be afraid to share your weak moments, because I know there have been times where, I know for myself, there were times when I was just at tears, trying to figure out how am I going to do all of this with my plate being full, but I did it. I was able to push through. So I would like to hear from a couple of you, team leader.
Anna, sorry, can I ask a favor? Just because we do have some newbies like on this call, would you be able just to just share kind of like a brief synopsis of the vision for BG for next year? So I know some of us are familiar, but I see a lot of my newbies like on this call, and then I can share some things after. But if you wouldn't mind, at least just sharing like the bullet points of where we're going next year because
Sure.
people who are hopping on, including myself when I first started, it's like how quickly can you get in, take your money out before the scam happens, like type of thing. But as you plug in and get to know Professor and really understand that our pay is coming from the crypto market, it really changes the trajectory of someone's mindset, at least like me, if you understand the vision of long term and where the company is going.
Yes. As Sully has said, let me just reiterate, there is a vision and plan for next year, 2026. Professor Beard expects 2026 to be a pivotal year, and we should too, for all of us. As I said before, he will be looking into opening financial consulting centers, 300 of them in the US, which he will invest 60 US dollars. He will also be looking for senior investment advisors. That's one of the things that I want to talk about a little bit more as well. Looking for like a star lecturer team globally, we know we have Goggins. We all love Goggins. She is a prime example of a star lecturer, a leader um, that we all love to hear her every time she speaks. Um, but as I said before, everybody who comes in, of course, they come in with hesitancy. um, I was hesitant when I started. I've been in other platforms, crypto platforms, where I've lost. Me and Ana Itaihao, we like to try dip our feet in different things, and believe me, we've lost a lot along the way. But when this one came around, we really didn't want to be in this platform just because we've had so many losses before. Some we did win, recoup, and then some, there were rug pulls and just everything just disappeared. But as we started, we got in, we plugged in, and like what Suli said, we learned and we liked what we saw. We saw the trading profits. Of course, we were going in, okay, let's pull out our money as fast as we can and just we'll see from there. But all of that mindset changed when we plugged in with the way Professor Beard encourages, supports, and educate everybody in the trainings and in the meetings and being transparent about everything with BG Wealth. So I'll turn the time over to the leaders. Okay, and I'll start with Suli. Suli's here that I noticed. I know Anaita Hal will be is on, Fifita is on, Tiesi, you too, and let me see, and Vice Tavo. She is one of the team leaders. So a couple of you just speak, for a few minutes,
Yeah.
how your journey has been.
Well, first of all, Sania, I just want to say thank you for always being willing to help. Like, I love talking to my team members and bringing up all the people who are older than us, kind of like you, who have made the decision to get familiar with crypto and with something like Zoom and sharing your screen and all the things. And it's just empowering for like us millennials. I have told plenty of people going to Vegas and seeing rare, like not very many millennials and Gen Zs. I'm like, this needs to change. Like, well, we need to change at this time next year. And one of the things that I didn't anticipate, if I'm being transparent, so I come from the door-to-door space, and a lot of the people that I have on my team, they're not necessarily just family members. They're the people who invest in a lot of other things. They're gonna, do the Google. They want to know all the questions. And so because for me, knowing my client base or knowing my customer base, like I was eating and sleeping all things BG for like the first week. And I kind of chuckled today when I was running a team call. They're like, you're just so knowledgeable. And I'm like, bro, it's like day 76. That's the only difference between me and you is I spent the time like actually teaching and learning. And for me, it was the same thing. I didn't really care about the money that I was investing. It was more people that I'm going to share and bring on. So going to Vegas and actually taking the time to not just go to my upline, but reaching out to other members who have been here longer, going in bond chat and reaching out and making connections and asking the hard questions has really helped me like want to build the confidence and really look at this as a blessing and something that I'm going to suggest for even people on this call that I wish that I did sooner. I was like, oh, this is going to go slow. I'll just keep, I can run the calls, I can do all of that. And then I recognize like how overwhelmed there's going to be certain people in your group, and it most likely isn't going to be your direct people. Like right now, I have my like third and fourth tier legs who are like sprinting because they're not doing the Google reviews and different things like that. And so some takeaways that I'm just going to give for you guys, like on this call, is taking the time on your own to just deep dive into Goggins channels, into all the different trainings, and just gain your own confidence. It's going to make it easier to share. But I just want to thank the people in this team who's like answered my questions. I try not to go above, my Auntie Lisa and Uncle Brian, but I am never, too scared to ask for help if I need it from anybody. And then when I do, I want to turn around and teach the other people who has helped me too. So I just want to thank this platform, and especially like you, Saini, like just that I'll text you and like 5 minutes later you'll hop on like a Zoom call to help. And I want to be the same for other people. I don't want to be a gatekeeping team and organization. So I just want to thank you for setting the stage. And for those of you guys who are still skeptical about BG, it's because you haven't done enough deep diving and researching on your own. So I'm going to challenge you guys after this team call to go and do it. Thanks, Annie.
Thank you so much, Sully. We appreciate you, your effort that you put in, and with your team Zooms. Thank you for always inviting me to hop on to help. We love you, Sully. Thank you. Can we hear from Visa and then Tiesi? Visa, are you on? I thought I saw Visa on here. If you can unmute,
Yeah,
just take
I'm
a minute
here,
or two, a minute
Sadie.
or two. Thank you.
I was not going to say anything at all and pretend like I'm not here. Well, hi everyone. Geez, why does it have to be tonight that I'm actually put in the spot to say something? But anyhow, I'm just pretty much right now I guess you want to say, my goodness, I am still walking through this thing, but at the same time, I am completely feeling all the speed that is going right beside me at the same time. So it's it's either have to make a decision It's either get on to that same speed or just stay in my own lane kind of thing, right? So, but anyhow, to make that answer very short, why would you want to just stay at your own lane when you need to be a part of everything that everybody's doing? And that's just the main reason why I'm here. It's really to be able to help um, not just ourselves, but our community and everyone along the way. Um, for me, it simply is not, you know, everything's not always about the money, but definitely anything that it involves with that, we all need the financial freedom and the time freedom. And I believe that this program, this platform that BG has provided us, has definitely, it is a huge opportunity for all of us to take advantage of. And as I'm seeing everyone who are, leveling up and so forth, it is truly inspiring. At the same time, as I'm slowly trying to learn what I need to learn. But to be honest with you, when I first started, I think a lot of us just wanted to test out the water. I sat on it for about a month just because I wanted to make sure that I'm learning as much as I can before I build the confidence to have more knowledge to talk to other people. That's where I was. And even to this very point, I definitely have learned a lot more, but how can you even learn to do more unless if you really go out there and learn from your mistakes. So that is the truth of the matter is now that I'm at my 2 months, it's like, okay, Vise, you already tested out and you can't say, okay, I've learned what I needed to learn. No, there's actually just when you thought you already know enough, there's so much more to know. And that's where I do believe that's the only, if we're not growing and learning, that means there's, you're not allowing yourself to excel from where you are. But anyway, I'm just want to let you guys know that this has definitely been a eye opener for me. I've honestly never been interested in this type of models of investment, but I also simply because I just was not open-minded about it. I've heard about it many, many years. And to be honest, I even went to seminars for learning about trading. And this was when I lived in San Diego. Even that, when I sat through those things, I thought, oh my gosh, this is so nice. But then again, I don't know if I really want to do it. So fast forward time, this has evolved in so many ways, especially with AI being involved, as we already know. This is the the way that is happening, and that is the future that we all have to really. I can't just sit here and ignore that. But anyhow, I'm just so grateful to be a part of this team, and especially, having leaders who are willing to, show us the way and continue to keep us accountable and motivate us. But at the end of the day, I know that I have to be the one to get up and do that work myself. But I'm super grateful and I'm very excited to continue to learn from all of you, seeing all the new members. For those of you who are just started, believe it or not, for me, it's only been 2 months. And when people talk to me, they thought I've been doing this for a while. And I said, no, I just started this thing. For me, I said, no, not at all. I just started this over, just over 2 months. But, it goes to tell you that you don't realize how much room that you have to grow every time you learn until you actually get yourself out there and, really get uncomfortable in certain things. But I also know I believe we all do know our potential in that. We just have to take those risks. We have to, get out there and be willing to get in the trenches and work and work smarter. And that's why I believe that this platform with BG and this opportunity is truly a blessing over and beyond. So I don't want to take up too much time, but thank you so much, Saini, for gosh, I wish you didn't pick me out tonight, but thank you. It was I look forward to hearing everybody and then the rest of our training tonight. Mahalo, Saini.
Thank you, Visa. Thank you for sharing your journey
Yeah.
with BG Wealth. You know, we need to listen to other people besides ourselves. So grateful that you're able to share a few words with us. So Tiesi is next. I'm calling on you. So please, be mindful, keep it to a minute or two because we also have Fifita. I'm trying to see, is Meliana from Portland? Is she on here tonight? I see a Meliana, but I'm not sure if that's the same Meliana from Portland, Oregon. Anyways, Mariana, if you are here tonight, I'll give you a minute or two after Tiesi and then Fifita and then Anna.
Hello, everyone. Hi. Well, I'm not gonna say much because I usually Sandy usually picked on me to say something. But anyways,
She's from our Vegas team.
yeah, I think PG is a blessings for all of us. I'm grateful that I'm in BG now. My whole entire family is in it too. Even my kids, the one who still have, some of them still have doubts, but I try to talk to them. BG's been around for over 3 years now, but eventually they're gonna come to their sense that BG's here to stay with us for a long time. Uh, my journeys with BG, I got introduced to it at the end of last year. I didn't even want to look at it at all until Saini in July called me about it to see if I wanted to join. I was in Setaita and Siani's team at the time. They were talking about it, and I was in other projects, and they want to take a chance to join. Um, but I'm glad that Saini reached out to me and finally hop on in August, and you know, with the intention of I'm not going to share this project with anyone else. Um, just got tired of sharing other projects and disappeared and, rug pulls and all that. So I started with my families here when I first joined. And, I learned so much from Professor. And that's when I decided to share. I start sharing with my families here in Vegas. They didn't even want to look at me. They were like, no, that's the same thing you shared the last time. So I said, okay, fine. Then I reached out to my relatives in Utah. So right there, my cousins hop on and, we took off. I'm glad to be here and I love BG and, you know, um, if you want to be successful in BG, you need to learn more, about it. And it's the same thing I tell my team. There's nothing wrong with hop on Bondjet. That's where you learn more about it. Well, that's all I want to share tonight. Thank you,
Thank you,
Saini, for the
TSC.
time. Yeah.
Thank you so much, TSC, team leader from Vegas. So, Mariana, if you're on, I'll give you a minute or two. If you're not on, then we'll just go straight to Fifita and then Anna so we can finish on time tonight. So, before our Tongan BG presentation. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Fita, and then we'll have Anna finish.
Well, I don't know about everybody else, but I am super excited. I think it's very powerful that you move from 2025. I'm already thinking of 2026. And kudos to the younger generation because I see myself in them. I might not walk faster, I might not think faster, but Sully, Lainey, all those younger ones, I do have a heart for them because I have younger, my boys are 22 and 18. It is my wish. Sometimes I try to tell them, listen, go and look at Lainey. Listen, go look at Sudi. Because I know this is a future business. This is not easy. Yes, it might be easy at the beginning to say the trade, but at the back office, you got to know it. In the younger generation, their little hands is tiptoeing. It's like those little AI. And I'm like, what? I just finished, Julie knows I'm preparing something in Tongan for the younger generation. Again, ask me to do that. And I have to ask my son. My brain might be comprehending that, but the technology is not my strength. So I'm here to tell you, don't be afraid to ask for help, for God's sake, because if you don't, if you close your mouth, there's no business. Nobody's going to know what your struggle is. Nobody's going to know where you are. It's about balance. For me, I love to ask help. Zany knows, all of them, Laney knows. I don't see any age difference. I just see myself going up and up. And to get there, I have to ask maybe somebody higher. I might have to go further than that just to get my answer. So for me, it's very important that you get very uncomfortable very fast if you want to do business. For me, when you get into this, it's about how do you get paid? That's me. I know we can do the talking, but I'm not. I'm about walk the talk. It's to me, it's like, what am I going to get from this business? What's the compensation plan? Where do I go from here? So BG provides a very extraordinary income and the opportunity. When some people are sitting there waiting, for me, it's like, what are you waiting for? It's legit. You got the background. You got to learn and you got to step it up. If you've been shown maybe 10 times, I think it's time you tiptoe and do something. Because to me, this is a wave. You got to grab that wave. Even if you have this contract within 10 years with BG and DSJ, the mindset you have to think of where I'm going to be next year. So the speed, the leaders, the speed you have, go for it because you don't know where this wave is going to saturate it. So while you're on it, you got to do it. For me right now, I'm already looking 2026. I'm already have this big fat blackboard, this big fat thing, all my dreams. And I'm always looking, okay, level 7, look at all those beautiful vehicles. You got to be a visionary. And you should be knowing the vision of BG. You should know what it is. You should know what DSJ is all about. So my advice for you, get uncomfortable.
Fita, can you unmute yourself? Sorry.
When I first started in August 7th this year, that's the only thing I did. I learned. I sleep, I wake up BG. I didn't know my family. I didn't do any household stuff. I just do BG. Listening to Gagan, the professor, everything on YouTube. Went to the website, everything. I self-taught myself because I realized not everybody's going to be there and they're busy. Everybody's doing their own thing. So BG, you have to learn because it's a one-time opportunity and it's there for us to grab it while it's there. So I'm excited. I love the help I get. Anna, Saini, everybody. For me, I have a very open mind and I love to help. But you got to open up your heart in order for you to help. And a leader, you've got to serve. You cannot be thinking and be selfish because once you decided to share, you have to be a servant to get to where you are. So thank you, Millennium, for making me learn this old bag here. And I am very happy and very excited. So for the newbies, welcome aboard. If you know me and my name and everything, please, whatever help I can get for you guys. But like I said, you guys are fast. But that's all I share for tonight. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Fifita. We love Fifita. She contributes so much to the team, especially with our Tongan presentations every week. And she is fabulous and how she presents it in Tongan. So we're grateful for you, Fita. Thank you so much. Anna, we'll give you the last minute, then we'll wrap it up and finish up our team Zoom so we can hop on to our Tongan presentation Zoom.
Hi, Sadie. Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm so happy to see a lot of you in our Zoom tonight, and a lot of you are already leaders, leading from the front. I know some of you have already heard my story, and I don't want to go over the story over and over, but I want to congratulate all of you for what you do to build your team and build our community. I am so happy and very impressed. Some of you don't give it a time. You just come in and run. You already have your people set because you kind of studied from outside before you jump in, and you jump in with your group like Lisa and um Suli CE and all those. But let me just share this with you. When I first started, I wanted to keep it to myself, just like how Saini explained us. Me and Saini, we are like partner in crimes. Going from here to there, and you know we follow whichever. So when I first started, I wanted to keep it to myself because my family are so tired of me doing this and doing that and disappear and or rock pool, or I make some here and I make some there and then rock pool again. But I spent 2 weeks blocking into Bondjet. And the more I plug into Bondjet, the more I learn, the more I educate myself about the platform. And the more I know and the more I learned, I couldn't just hold it back. I couldn't just hold it back without sharing with my family. And that's where I started. You know, from this point where I'm at now and looking back to a community of almost 600 people, I said, what if I didn't share? What if I didn't share this? Um, And the first two people that I share with, beside my family, this is outside my circle to my extended family, was my siblings and my cousin Mao from California. Mao and Vivi are followers. They just follow me everywhere I go. And then they complained to me, and I said, hey, I didn't force you to join. You come in yourself voluntarily. But they know me. We tease each other. But then I introduce it to them, and look at Mao's line. Mao brings Suliana. Suliana brings all the family and all the communities under her. And look at Vivi. Vivi always. Vivi is like hanya Vivi mauki ifae tangata, eh? But she's my younger sister. Everything we run to Vivi. We run to Vivi. And so when Vivi joined, the children got mad at Vivi. Vivi, why you always have to follow Anna? You're gonna lose your money. But Vivi stood up for herself and fight back with the kids. Now the kids are all in it and they are loving it. And then I said, what if I didn't open my mouth and share? Hundreds of people wouldn't know about it. And when I see people coming in, like what Fifita said, I don't really care about the money now. I'm just enjoying seeing everybody coming in and everybody's happy with their small account, whether it's big or small, but everybody is happy doing what they do. So my encouragement tonight, plug yourself to Bondjet. Ask question, don't be shy. Ask question, there's no such thing as dumb question. But what I'm asking, make an effort. Make an effort to learn it for yourself. Because one of those of you guys said, the reason why you're uncomfortable sharing or afraid of sharing is because you don't really get it in your head, the program. So when I come in, Sadie knows I don't really know anything about internet, but I can talk. So I use my mouth to talk, and I encourage my kids, hey, get in here, study, because I need a partner. I don't want to always go to Saini because Saini is trying to build her line, and I'm trying to build mine too. So I force the kids, hey, get in here. So they did their homework. Now, Coach Laney, we have now a Coach Mele and a Coach JJ. They are pretty good in helping everybody, whatever they don't really understand. And I'm so grateful And I love all of you. Like Fita said, 2026 is our year. Yes, we'll make things happen. Financial freedom is next year. Love you all.
Thank you so much, Anna. And Anna is our leader here from Texas. As Anna has said, we are grateful to all the leaders tonight. Thank you for hopping on. Grateful for you. Keep going. We need continuous learning, continuous growth, and continuous connections. Always remember that going into 2026. Two main things before I close off tonight, our Zoom tonight. Those of you who are younger, team leaders, you know who you are. Lisa, Brian, Suli, Lainey, baby Anna, we've got Diesi, whoever. Please apply for the senior advisor role. You can do this. This will be nothing for you all. I'm encouraging everybody to apply for the senior advisor role. That will show professionalism, credibility, and not only that, you're going to help educate people about financial awareness. And that's a really good thing to do for the community. Number two, BG is going to make its presence known through the financial consulting centers next year. That gives us visibility and also people to see that there is a physical location that they can see that BG is making their presence in the United States. So please, think about that. Plan for next year, 2026. It is our year. Again, we love you all. We're grateful for you all. Please keep doing what you're doing and keep continuing to learn and grow with BG Well. Thank you so much. We love you. And we'll see you at our Tongan presentation in a minute or so because we're running late. Anna, can you please stop the recording?